Inter Milan looking to pass their way through, and he's picked out the run. And again, they run up again. He's going for goal! Basho! Oh, my word, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top drawer. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Zielinski. Can he get on the end of this? Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Martinez. And he's picked it up out wide. Now he's off and running. And no, that was never going to make it. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's going to go a long way. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Zielinski. Barella. DiMarco going full tilt down the left. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Roberto Baggio does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Threads one in. Now that tries a shot! And he's quick to snatch it back. He won't be happy with that one. Now, can they get him away? And this is Roberto Baggio. Lukaku takes a shot! That is wonderful from Lukaku! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Davids. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Barella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Locatelli. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's just beyond his reach. Dumfries. The ball is loose and the chase is on. No way through. Probing pass. Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He can run onto that. He's got away. Can he finish? Yes! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves. and you can't blame them.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. DiMarco, nice physical challenge. Roberto Baggio. Spread it left. DiMarco could try cutting inside here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bastoni. Davids. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Mkhitaryan. He is through here. Dumfries. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Locatelli. Roberto Baggio. And this is Lukaku. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, they could be caught out here. Lukaku herring after the ball here. Yildiz has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Roberto Baggio. And this is Lukaku. And this is Roberto Baggio. Could be danger here. Thinks about the shot. And it's Davids. Passes short and sharp. Ciao.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Thuram, the man that is tenacity personified. Now Davids. Ciao. And it's Seedorf. Locatelli. Now Seedorf. Bastoni. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now Costa Curta. And it's with the keeper.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Thuram. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test pass. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Goal! Inter! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he's intervened well there. And here's Baggio. Yildiz. Roberto Baggio. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf, Locatelli, and this is Lukaku. Oh, easy pickings there. Lukaku. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Baggio with a real chance here. Great chance here to level it up. Roberto Baggio! Baggio! Oh, my word, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly.
Great chance! Goal, Inter! They've just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's played through for him. He has found the way through. Swings in across. And it's hoisted clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well read, nice interception. Yildiz gets into a good position. It's a mighty effort! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Locatelli. And this is Roberto Baggio. He's tried one! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Corner number 2 then. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He's having a go! Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Martinez. And he's found the way past. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Locatelli. And it's Locatelli. Dybala. No, it's come to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is ended up in no man's land. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Lukaku. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, it's a great ball here. Good read, needed to be. Barella. For Stefan de Vrij. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Barella. Threads one in. Locatelli. Oh, nicely intercepted. Pobega. He's in space and looking for options. He's found the way through. In it comes. Seedorf. That's beautifully weighted. Sommer claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. And we've reached half-time.
Inter are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Inter Milan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again. What a throw in. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he cuts out the supply.
Might want to be careful there.
Mkhitaryan cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's gone loose. Thinks about the shot. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Inter clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pobega. Mkhitaryan. And here's Baggio. So nearly the perfect ball. Çalhanoğlu. Roberto Baggio. He is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
It's gone for a throw-in. Bastoni. Ah, he's given it away. That has been cut short. Tries to pass it through. And the finish! Absolutely fantastic from Lukaku. A finish of true class. And they are cruising away. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Lukaku demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Passes short and sharp. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out towards the flank. Plays it in low. Sommer claims it without any fuss. Dumfries. Here's Pobega. Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Seedorf. Yildiz. Real chance! And it's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, important interception. Mkhitaryan. Crunching tackle. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking for the run. Barella. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Lukaku. Barella. Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. 5 minutes left on the clock. Locatelli. Now it's Lukaku. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this
Hello,
proud
everybody,
competition,
and welcome to
just
today's
seemingly
match.
bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. He's tried one! An early chance, their first of the game.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Torres.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Picked out Azar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Just off target. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Short changes him with that pass. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson. So much so, his best position is always in debate. I think he's better when he has the whole pitch in front of him, more time to pick his passes to greater effect, and then read the play if a turnover occurs.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Out towards the flank. And a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder. Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Adams. No goals as yet. That is ended up in no man's land. Xiao. Played out to the right. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Baggio goes short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Turns and goes back. Showing good feet. Seedorf. That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's Azar. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Roberto Baggio. And here's Mbappe. And here's Azar. Seedorf. Seedorf powering forward here. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Good ball, good take. Carvajal did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pele. Azar. And that has left him in a heap. Roberto Baggio. Kupchu. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Well, that looks a decent ball. Opts to play it back. Elise. Some good work on the right flank here. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Played back in. Sent shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Seedorf. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Raul. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. Thuram. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. Fernando Torres. Oh, takes a shot! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Eintracht Frankfurt have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Nicely aimed pass. A lot of space ahead. And the shot! They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And yes, it's him again. Eintracht Frankfurt are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Seedorf. Great vision. Adams makes the interception. Xiao. Adams. Raul. Eintracht Frankfurt looking to pass their way through. He's through here, and he's well positioned. Big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Eintracht Frankfurt find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Baggio is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
And it's Azar. Davids gets over and intercepts. Seedorf. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, super find. It's Pele! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. Carvajal. Jordan Henderson. Well read, nice interception. Roberto Baggio. Pele. Is there any... Pele! No mistake! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Baggio.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 26.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 41.
Maradona.
Coming on the field.
That is good. Super
20,
running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's the shot!
Number 22, Marquinhos.
Raul.
Number 5.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho. Jordan Henderson. Raul. Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vitinha. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Pele threads one in. Oh, well measured. And it's made its way to him. Oh, right place, right time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played out wide. Raul has a look and plays it forward. That pass has been well intercepted. Vitinha. Messi. Now it's Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's found a way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
And we come to you now with a quick
So, Jim,
request.
how do you... And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and welcome
can
to
turn either
today's
way
match.
from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent.
Pedri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Wits. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Pedri. Roberto Baggio. He's played it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Wits. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're quick to get it back. And the counter is on. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Wits. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Olise. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Barella can see things others simply cannot. Great work on the overlap.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Throwing. And it's Wits. This looks promising. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played out towards the right wing.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neither side yet able to find the net. Davids, too strong, too smart. Driving through the middle. Xavi Simons. Pele. Barella. So what can they make of this? Neymar. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Closing in on goal. Pedri. Now it's Pele. Wits. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri. Davids. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And he's being shifted off it. Nice looking ball. That's good vision. Big chance, corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. And it's Simons. Looks across and plays it in. Shot, decent chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Baggio. That looks a good ball through. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Roberto Baggio. And it's Pedri. Xavi Simons. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Simons. Now it's Olise. Pinches it off him. Simons. He's in space and looking for options. Beckenbauer. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Simons. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now it's Pedri. Looking for the run. Look at the space here. It's Pelé! Off the post. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
That you'll be able to catch today's match broadcast live on our club's FM station. Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Oh, super ball! And they're back on the ball again. Kupchu is the team's great visionary. Kupchu, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now there's a fine ball. Back when it goes. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And it's Barella. Davids puts his foot on the gas. Pelé. Pedri. Pelé. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Olise is offering a right smile there.
Kupchu. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Olise. And here's Baggio. Passing is crisp. Olise! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Simons. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Seedorf. Now it's Pelé. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barella. And it's Simons. And it's Celik. Thuram. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. Out to the right. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, really well played.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Pele. Roberto Baggio. And sent off!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well played.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, that was vital. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Kukçu. That's a shade optimistic.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
Pele! Oh, that's incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Elise, Van Nistelrooy, now it's Romario. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its
Hello,
own special
welcome
script.
to today's
Moments
match.
like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game.
He gets big, and it's hit the woodwork and out. It's a sharp pass. Nicely spread. Roberto Baggio. That's been cut out, well played. Played into space. Good ball over the top. He has a look up. Oh, shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's managed to get free. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckenbauer. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Played out wide. Zico defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Deftly away. Taken back almost at once. Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Olise. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to...
Pedri! Beckenbauer.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He has found the way through. Stood up well to him there. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Baggio. Nice control. Played back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And here's Dembele. Dembele has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a good look here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Olise! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Olise. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Olise, he's tried one! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Olise is offering a wry smile there.
Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Beckenbauer. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's Dembele.
Might want to be careful there.
Bergomi. Now he's off and running. Hullet. Ball played for Nesta. Now he's got space here.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Nesta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There will be 1
Now
minute
it's
at a
Eto.
time.
Thuram. Davids. Now it's Dembele. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's got tall, off the post. And that's been won straight back. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is good strength. That'll be a corner. Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Such good technique.
Crosses it into the area. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's the chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. Distributed tidily. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet can be a real threat inside the box. Pullet, cross flung in towards the middle, and they've got rid. Here comes another terrific header. Oh, he's hit the bar. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So, time for changes
Baggio.
on both sides,
Number
actually.
6, Olise. Number 17, Dembele. Coming
Now
on
it's
the
Haaland.
field. Number 18,
Raul.
Maradona. Number
Driving
20,
on and making good progress.
Raul.
He's on it, can he get
Number
away?
15,
Shot, surely!
Substitution.
Leicester gets it clear.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bale. Boca Juniors finding their passes. Threads one in. Bale. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale could try cutting inside here. Costa Curta clears. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Haaland. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good ball, good take. In with the challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Seedorf. Vieira with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Beckenbauer.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. That's the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment.